You're still watching live and entertainment. And as usual, your girl, Olwatomi, is here to serve you with juicy stuff. And yeah, on the event with today, we are here somewhere at Maridon Hotel for the inauguration ceremony of the president of the Rotary Club of Ota, talking of District 9110. And as usual, trust us to bring you glamour, people, fun moments here on the red carpet and even the event proper. So don't go nowhere.
Rotary West, help us to serve thee all our days. Thank you. You may be seated now. I'd like to call on our past president, Boyega Bakrin, to kindly come up and give us the four-way test. The four-way test. Boyega Bakrin, please. Here with us.
My Connect president, the district governor, fellow Rotarians, and guests. The four-ways test is the things we think, say, or do. 1, is it the truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, will it build goodwill and better friendship? And lastly, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The United President, the district governor, district leaders in our midst, past assistant governor here present, past president here present, distinguished girls. The object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worldly enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster 1, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. 2, high ethical standards in business and professions. The recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. 3rd, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal business and community life. 4, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of.
Thank you very much. And indeed, that's the essence of Rotary.
Here at the event of the inauguration of the new president of the Rotary Club of Ota, talking of District 9110 in person of Alhaji Salman Kasnam. I'm here with an amazing man. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Tokwe Longe. I'm representing the chairman for this occasion, who is unavoidably absent. He's away. He's outside the country.
Okay, sir. So I'm sure that at some point you've had to relate with Alhaji Kassim, that's the new president. How would you describe him in a few words?
Yes, I read about him. I'm just pleased about him. And one thing that I have just noticed is that it's a hope for this country. Enough hope for this country. So when we are in this kind of a gathering, you are seated with the calibers of the kind of people we have here, then there is hope for Nigeria.
Okay, so how would you expect, or what are your expectations of Alhaji Kassim as the new Rotary president?
Yes, Alaji Kazim is not new to Rotary. Alaji Kazim has been up and down in Rotary. Alaji Kazim has actually participated in a lot of projects for the upliftment of mankind, of humanity, per se. So, it's a process which is starting today again, and I'm sure it will succeed.
All right, I pray so too. Do enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, sir. Don't go nowhere. We are still here on Life and Entertainment.
Induction of our new members. Could you kindly just move this way? Yes, please. These three members, sir, so kindly assist us.
Thank you very much. I can say we have three new members who have gone through the screening process of the board of the Rotary Club of Ota and found very worthy to be members of the Rotary family. I congratulate you. You join in a worldwide family of 1.2 million people. And I can assure you that this day will be a turning point in your life. Your orientation, the way you look at life now is going to be completely different. And because what we do is not only fellowship among professionals, business people, and community leaders, and also we serve our communities in any way that we find useful. So it's a lifetime of service to the community that you are coming into. And you've also done one very good thing. We have, like I said earlier, more than 100 clubs in this district, which you call District 910, and I don't know how you do it. You happen to have chosen one of the best clubs in District 9110. So that is a coup actually for you. And we'll give you your induction pin. If you have questions, you do this. They ask me to do this. What are you doing there? And so on and so forth. She will give you all she has. He's a reservoir of Rotary information. Thank you. Induct you as a full member of the Rotary Club of Ota, with all the rights and privileges that accrue therein. And I congratulate you for joining the Rotary family. Thank you very much. And you have just the same way your new members pack that contains everything. This is an abridged version of the manual of procedure, and this is another report. You will be demanding a bit of your time, a bit of your money, a bit of your talent, and this is how they will show you how the thing goes. Congratulations. So will be the incoming president or the president. Yes, that's right. And when you have problems, not all problems, but yes, that she's been nominated as or elected as the next president, so that she has that foundation, solid foundation in Rotary, and she has all that Rotary knowledge that you will need as you grow in your Rotary journey. So congratulations, man. I, with this pin, induct you as a full-fledged member of the Rotary Club of Ota, with all the rights and privileges that accrue from. Congratulations.
The mentor, Vice President,
Okay. You have this new members pack. Please digest it completely so that you can be able to be knowledgeable in this Rotary journey you have. And your mentor is past President Alaba Olaleko. Be close to him, and he will guide you. I can be sure of that he will guide you through your Rotary journey quite successfully. I congratulate all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends, the DG has left. So now we are going to do it.
Hello.
Okay. So
That contains everything you need to know about Rotary. This book is called the Manual of Procedure. It contains everything. This is like our Bible and our Quran. And so you read it from cover to cover so that when they are doing some things, they don't bamboozle you and say, no, this is how it is. No, I've read the MOP. And so you know everything about it. So read it very well. And they will appoint a mentor for you who will guide you in these early days because they do a lot of strange things, you know. Okay, you have your mentor here, just the immediate past president. And all we can say is it's going to be immediate past in a few minutes.
And I'm here with the district governor. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much.
Please introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Dr. Jide Akeredolu. I'm the district governor of District 9110. That's the district that covers all the Rotary clubs in Lagos and Ogun States.
What a huge job you're doing. Welcome, sir. Well done, sir. All right, so apparently you've been a part of this system for a while now. What do you expect of the new president?
Well, the new president, the RI president, Mark Balodi, has given us the idea of where he wants us to move Rotary to. And mainly, it is growing Rotary. We are trying to bring in as many members as possible because there's so much work out there to do. And the more we are, the easier it will be for us to do the good that we do in the society. So in every club that I go to, we emphasize recruiting more members. And like you saw on the stage a moment ago, we inducted 3 new members into the club, and it's a continuous process. We're trying to let people know the good that we do. Many people don't know what Rotary does and the idea that what Rotary is meant to be. So we try, our public image is being ramped up and more members are coming in. Within the last 2 months, we have brought in total in this district about 142 members. And the numbers are increasing day and day. And with that, we will be able to achieve more in the task that we have ahead of us. There's so much poverty in the land. Nigeria is now the extreme poverty capital of the world. There are 90 million people who are in that category of the extremely poor. If you know what the words I use, I did not say poor. I said extremely poor. And those are a very big subset of the poor people. Those who live at the bottom of the barrel. Those who live much less than 50 cents a day. And they use minimum of 80% of their income on food. So they're just living from day to day. The safety net that the country has to take care of these people is getting, the holes inside those safety nets are getting bigger and bigger. And many people are falling through. And that is where Rotary comes through to pick up these people and give them something good in life to do for themselves. And there's so much to do out in there. And we are doing the programs we have, for example, in eradicating cervical cancer for our community. We know about the flagship project we have of eradicating polio. And I could tell you just a few days ago, exactly on August 21st, Nigeria was declared polio-free. And that has been a work we started in since 1985. So it's quite a big relief that we've now joined the Committee of Nations that are completely free of polio. But with the work, we are still watching quite well. We remain vigilant so that we keep our immunization programs at tip-top shape so that polio never has its way to come back again to Nigeria, and in fact, the whole of Africa.
We wish Sure, the very best. Thank you very much once again. Thank you for your time. All right, sir. Thank you very much. With me, none other than the past president of the Rotary Club of Ota, District 9110. In talking of Rotarian Bumi Odunsoya. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.
So you're feeling fly.
I feel like flying, Good afternoon.
So, first of all, congratulations yet again on your successful handover. All right, so let's move on to the next level. All right, sir, so what are those things that you hope that the new president does or handles that you couldn't handle during your own time?
Basically, we in the club we have a 10-year rolling plan, and we thought we were able to do something about it last Rotary year, but we were not able. Actually, it is a kind of plan that has been on for over 5 years. We have a 10-year plan and everything. The club is thinking of really having a vocational center. We will also double like Rotary Center. And by and large, the current administration, that is the last Rotary year, were able to do in my time. So we have been able to make both cash and donations and pledges of close to 10 million naira for getting a center. That's in having a land and commencing the project. But I hope that this Rotary year will be able to lay the foundation. Some years back, about 20 years ago, the Rotary Club of Ota was able to do the motherless home where we call it Jamido today. So we want to replicate a very gigantic project like that we have a Rotary Center, that we have a clinic, also have a vocational center for the less privileged and artisans to come and upscale their skills and all that. So that's the only area that we think we were not able to touch in the last Rotary year.
Alright, so aside that, what other place would you like for the new set to touch on?
I want the current president to look at review of past projects, because we have done a lot in this vicinity. And I think it would be good to go back to some of these projects and see where we can revitalize them. Like for the past 20 years, the Rotary has been doing boreholes, doing constructing libraries, and those libraries, I feel that most of the books would have been outdated by now. So I want them to look at it and revisit those projects. Maybe some areas are where we have a borehole and they are not working. We'll see how we do it and to revitalize them.
Alright, I wish you all the very best, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
The Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends, I'm happy to be here this afternoon to join you in the induction ceremony of Rotarian Kazim Salman. Rotary is good, and Rotary is good for me. Actually, I joined the Rotary family as an interactor. An interactor of Ansarudin College, Isolo. And I also joined Rotaract as community-based and as institutional-based. I was the president of Rotaract Club of Isolo. And I also joined Rotary Club of Isolo before I moved over to Rotary Club of Ota and later to Rotary Club of Ota Metropolitan. So I'm a veteran of Rotary. And one thing in Rotary is that it prepares you for leadership positions. As a Rotarian, whatever situation you find yourself, you find out that you will always take a leadership role. And that is the quality of being a member of the Rotary family. And I want to enjoin Rotary clubs in District 9110 to try as much as possible to encourage our youth by probably sponsoring a community-based interact, a school-based interact clubs and community-based Rotary clubs. You find out that this will prepare our youth for tomorrow leadership position. Presently in Nigeria, there is that leadership deficit. You can see our politicians, with due respect. Some of them are quite good, but most of our politicians are not fit enough to hold public positions. And that is why we have lots and lots of problems in our public institutions. So I want Rotary to take a lead in this area. And I believe we have potential leaders in our community. But because we have not been able to capture these future leaders, the same problem we have in Nigeria today will probably continue. And I'm actually begging the Rotary leadership to please look into this area. Because if we don't discover these future leaders, you find out that our tomorrow will be the same. It is only if we can, it's only if we can get these leaders out. Because in politics today, because the people who have the quality in them to lead, because they are not coming forward. That is why we have not been making inroad into successful public life in areas like our public institutions. Our public should be the one dictating what we're supposed to do. It is not individuals. We should have that loyalty to our public institutions and not to individuals. But if we can build in this area, I think our future leaders will definitely change our world.
Thank you, Kabiyesi. I would also want to take the opportunity, this very rare opportunity, to thank you and your community for what you have done towards the success of the eradication of the polio virus in Nigeria. As you all may wish to know, this August, Nigeria successfully hit a milestone of 3 years without any incidents of polio. And our success will be attributed to the influence of great men like our Kabiyesi here and his community who have adhered to the immunization immunization corps that we have been sending out. Kabiesi, I want to, on behalf of the district, thank you very much for that.
Second, Role Gomode, Olota Ogun State. It's a great pleasure to really have you in our midst here. I want to say that we in Ota, we are particularly very, very happy and we are very opportune to have you as our candidates. Because as a Rotarian, you will be governing with your subjects with the ideal of 4 waiters. And with 4 waiters, one can never go wrong. Because you are going to be fair, you are going to be truthful. Whatever you are going to do is going to be beneficial. And at the end of the day, everybody is to be the best for it. I want to make a little response to your advice, which is very, very germane to the growth of Rotary, to the development of leaders in Nigeria. You advise us that we should pull in the young ones from Interact to Rotaract and even to build more Rotarians. I want to assure Kadesi that we are going to look into this to make it better because we already have Interact clubs. We have the Interact clubs of Anglican Grammar School, Interact Club of the Commodore Grammar School, Interact Club of the Bells, Interact Club of Midway Academy. You know, but of course, these are not enough. We want to make sure that we extend this to more secondary schools within our community here. We also have the Interact Club, which is community-based, Interact Club of Ota. We will continue to groom them to make sure that most of them become future Rotarians and the ideals of Rotary will be inculcated in them, preparing them for future leadership. If Nigeria as a government will adopt the ideals of Rotary, this country will always get it right. Rotary is a place where the next president knows himself. The president that will take over from that one knows himself. And the leadership, you know that it's 1 year. The presidency is 1 year. And by the time you serve diligently, you will be begging. If they say, come again, you will say, no, I've done enough. So, God bless Rotary, God bless every one of us. So, on behalf of my president and all, and of course, I want to inform you too that our candidacy is a Polaris Fellow. And Polaris Fellow is one of the highest honor in Rotary. So, on behalf of my president and all members of the Rotary Club, we want to present this token gift to our revered Royal Majesty for being with us, for always being with us in everything we do, and for giving us your blessings in whatever we do. And we know that your prayers are being answered. We pray that God will give you long life, God will give you good health, God will increase your wisdom, and at the end of the day, peace will reign in our land, our good land. So, congratulations.
Congratulations and thank you very much. His Royal Majesty, the Olota